My name is Dale, and I'm going to do something a little bit different here tonight and film a video for you guys in my truck after my workday has been completed. And in today's video, we're going to talk about acceptance and accepting that you are good enough right here and now. And what it is that what we do to ourselves is that we are not good enough, or we need to be better, or we're hard on ourselves, that we're not capable of doing certain things, and that something from outside of us needs to come in and help us feel more accepted. And when you can learn that you are okay right here and now, and that you don't need to put that amount of stress or pressure on yourself, you learn to embody the present moment. And in this journey that we call life, how to have a better relationship with the present moment is getting in touch with the spirituality and getting into a practice where you can start to be more in touch with who you are and how you are feeling, and personal development and self-help, period. And it's not about manifesting or needing to control the way our mind thinks. It's more of the feeling of the person that you can become in the process. And getting closer to who you want to become is getting away from the analytical mind, which keeps us stuck and living in autopilot, keeping us living under the survival emotions. And those are driven by our thoughts, and that happens when we allow the mind to control how we live our day, every single day. And having a better relationship with spirituality and being able to dive deeper into who you are as a person and what you would like to do, what type of passion and purpose could be available for you, is going into inner work every day. When we're going into these meditations to start our day, is you're opening up the portals to spirituality and you getting more in touch with yourself. And you're starting to live a life more with awareness. And what you can do with this awareness is be more of an observer. And when the mind starts to get too busy again to get us out of the present and living in the present moment, is we can look at that through awareness. And that we are awareness observing those thoughts that the analytical mind is trying to create. And we no longer identify with that anymore. Because what happens is, when we're on a journey to become a greater person or to attract greater people to make us feel better, is that we keep on living in the same ways every single day. And it keeps us living in the familiar and in the known. And that blocks the energy of spirituality and what the quantum field would be able to grant you. And those services are only available to people who are willing to get into the uncomfortable and get into the unknown. And getting into the unknown is where you're going to be able to create the best version of yourself that already exists right here and now. You just have to tune in with it and become it. And know that you don't have to think throughout your day of solutions on relationships and problems and what makes us angry. And also, you can't control the mind. You can't stop it from thinking. You can have a better relationship with it. And it's not about forcing it to just think positive thoughts and thinking positive. It's going into the subconscious and programming it to think of success and yourself as a success, similar to the people you are very inspired by, and what you could be capable of doing. Diving deeper into who you are at your core before learning all of the autopilot ways of being. And when you're in the unknown and tuned into something greater, that's when you really start to become present. And you're no longer consumed by the negative. You're no longer consumed by the autopilot and the survival mechanism that keeps getting activated every time we get angry and every little thing that we try to control throughout a day. So learning to live a life with more acceptance that you are enough right here and now, and that the best version of you exists right here and now as you watch this video. You just have to, like I said earlier, tune in with it and become it. And it's not about the business or the person that you're going to try to create from scratch being good or being the most amazing version of yourself right off the get-go. It's willing to take a chance on yourself and letting go of the fear and the judgment that would come from the outer world towards us, stepping in to our most powerful selves. And for example, when I started becoming a YouTuber, I had to let go of if people are going to judge me or not and just make these videos. And now I film videos every day. So whatever it is that you love and that's a passion for you, you could start living, feeling, and acting as that person every day. And that's going to get you closer to achieving success and willing to take a chance on yourself and willing to live in the unknown and know that there's something greater for you out there, even if it's just becoming a better person. It doesn't need to be that the perfect relationship or the amount of money comes to you as a means to an end, because then you're still living through the mind, you're still living through analyzing and trying to manifest it to come. It's when you learn to change your energy and getting into becoming more of a person that is willing to be disciplined. And discipline is we do things that we know that we need to do, but we don't necessarily feel like doing them all the time. So when you develop the mindset that it needs to be done and that everything else can wait, you'll start to apply that to your daily life and the tasks that are required for you to shape into the best version of yourself that you know you can become. And getting closer to that is having a better relationship with yourself, with the body, with the mind, and anything that comes up that is negative, you can choose to ignore it, or you can choose to just observe it in a way that doesn't create my identity. What my purpose is in life, what this loving feeling that I feel inside myself daily does for me, that creates my identity. Living in elevated states of positive emotions, living in elevated states towards your purpose, knowing that you can be creative to create something new, and that you have what it takes. So try starting to do that this week with taking some small steps towards doing something that you were worried that people would judge you over. And try to dedicate some time in the morning to being more in touch with your spirituality. And you're going to be able to calm the analytical mind and the mind that thinks throughout the whole day, to control what we do, to control the way we think, act, and feel. And when you have a better relationship with the mind and in the subconscious, you'll be able to store that you are a success and that you're willing to do anything it takes for you to achieve that success. So good luck, and I will see you on the next one.